I gave Sarah a call, to set a time for us to meet. I could hardly get a word in edgeways, much less get her off the phone. She was telling all of her friends, how we listened to her, and how she couldn't wait to see what we had to share. We set a time to meet. When we met at the meeting, she was eager to hear about all of the things we had put together for her to consider. We started the conversation, talking about some of the suggestions her friends had shared, that we discussed in our first meeting. We both chuckled a little bit at some of them. I said to Sarah, we have a saying, about most of the comments, that your friends have suggested, it's not, the timing of the market, but, time in the market. Most of the solutions your friends suggested were jump in and jump out, which would be trying, to time the market, and make a quick return. We look at a long-term strategy, that will allow you, to stay in the market for a long-term investment. Sarah saw a couple of examples, of short periods and long periods of market trends, and said that most of the suggestions she had gotten, would take all of her time trying to jump in and jump out, at the right time, to make a profit, and that was not what she wanted, to spend her time on. Sarah, what makes us different, is we focus on getting to know you, and focus on your life, like life counseling, what do you need, want and desire, and with that understanding, applying it, to growing your wealth, this is our ultimate goal. We see others, wanting to give you, investment and financial advice, which may or may not be in your best interest, but in the fees they receive for all transactions. We are fee-based, so we are measured on your success, not on transactions. We then discussed an integrated wealth approach. It is an effective and efficient use of all financial resources. This requires knowledge across many disciplines. This helps us create a strategy to maximize your total return using your economic balance sheet, income, and cash flow, working together in one cohesive plan. Here is how net worth is calculated. We take your assets, and subtract liabilities, which equal net worth. We also maximize long-term after-tax income, by strategically utilizing asset classifications, and asset location, to minimize tax implications. When we analyzed your information, we put it into our wealth allocation framework, which is all around risk.
Sarah's eyes were starting to glaze over. So, I knew, I was getting too deep in the details, telling her about all our approaches and strategies, that were more than she wanted to know at this moment.